Hi guys, it's Katie. I'm doing my video for the first Kesher challenge for Bring Israel Home. So I'm going to try to make this as fast as I can, but instead of going over all of my amazing experiences and everything in Israel, as important as they were, many of you probably saw me writing vigorously in my notebook while I was on the trip, and for some of the trip I was writing about you guys, so I'm going to share a little bit about, everybody that I, wrote about, and I wrote a little something about each of you, so I'll try to keep it short, but it's not going to be short, I'm sorry. So I'm just doing it in order of how the Facebook friends were on the Kesher page, so that's just the way I'm going, kind of random. So first I will talk about Miss Lar and Rachel. They were our Jersey girls on the trip, and they were my first roommates while we were in Jerusalem, and honestly they were just girls that I love going out with, and love getting ready with, and just having a great time with them and just gossiping and just being girls. It was so fun, really connecting with them and just hanging out with them in the room, and just talking about everything. It was really fun, and I hope I'm visiting them in Jersey very soon, teach me to turnpike and all that good stuff. Next I have Melissa and Amanda Lavin, the Lavin sisters. Lovely girls, so nice to be around. They were just thing one and thing two the whole time, and it must have been so amazing to just have that experience with your sister. That's really cool. And next I have Rob. Rob was a man of few words, but when we were all together, I hope that was okay. When we were together, he would come over and smoke the hookah with us and just chill and talk, and he was so smart, and just nice to talk to. Rob was just a good guy to just feel comfortable with and down to earth with, just talking to. Next I have Spencer, Mr. Stamos, Uncle Jesse. He was so smart and so knowledgeable, and anytime there was some kind of trivia about politics or anything, I would just look to Spencer and be like, yeah, who's the Prime Minister of Israel again? I hope he runs for president, because I will vote for him for sure. Next I have Noam. Noam was the first male soldier that I met out of the Israelis, and I loved his patience for me and his frustration with me for teaching me words and then having me forget them 5 seconds later. I promise I will learn quickly, and we'll be talking together in Hebrew no time. And I have his hat. He gave me his hat, which was really cool, and I wear it more than my Boston hat just because it's awesome and it means a lot to me. And yeah, toda nishama. Next I have Steph. Steph was so awesome to talk to. I really felt like she was a great listener, and just super sweet, super easy to approach. She was really nice. And next I have Zach, Mr. Rakdan. Obviously it was amazing being a part of your bar mitzvah, and your the Rakdan becoming Rakdan and everything. That was really awesome. And I loved doing the dead celery move with you in the club. That was really funny, and I will always remember just dying, when you showed me that move. It was just that signature, and you should copyright that somehow. And next I have Noya. Miss Noya was just awesome, and I miss her lion hair so much. I would just go up to her and rustle her hair, and she probably got so annoyed with me. I'm sorry, but it was just, her hair was just great, and I think we all really learned something from her the day at the IDF cemetery when she shared her story with us. I think she really taught us that whether you're young, old, a soldier, a student, life can be taken away from you in a nanosecond, and that's why you just have to appreciate it, every day, and, just always know that life is just so precious. And I think by standing in front of so many people and speaking her, a language that isn't her first language, speaking to us in English and explaining her feelings and her story, that she didn't need a gun or any kind of army-related thing to show us what bravery is. That was really brave of her, and I respect her so much for that, and I thank her for, sharing that with us. That was just amazing. And next I have Callie. Callie, I love your clothes. I would totally vote you best dressed. And you and Michelle Khan, Miss Michelle, I hope that you really, pursue something amazing, while you're in New York City. I think that you will do great in whatever you do, and I can't wait to see, what you bring to the world, through art or through, whatever it is. Next, I will see Jordan. Jordan, you totally look like Taylor Lautner, and I'm sorry if you take that offensively, but you totally do, and you are so sweet and so polite, and, just really nice to talk to. You were very approachable and very, very soothing to be around. Yeah, it was nice. It was always nice having a conversation with you. Eric, Mr. Eric, you definitely get best smile in my book. Crowd pleaser suits you so well. I feel like whether I was talking to you about something totally boring, putting you to sleep, or, just talking about the day or anything, you always had the biggest smile on your face, and it was just so nice to have that. You don't ever lose that smile. And next I have the Burnick sisters, Allison and Jane. You two are so lovely, and I wish that I had your posture, and I loved watching you guys talk with your hands all the time. It was really cool, just like watching that, and just beautiful girls, beautiful sisters, just I wish we had spent more time together, but it was awesome dancing with you guys at the club, and, just hanging out. That was really, it was so fun being around you too. Next I have Wes. Me and Wes, Wesley saved me from sitting by myself on the first plane trip to Austria, and sadly he had to sacrifice himself because he sat in the aisle seat, and the whole time he was just having people's butts just like brushing him just like in his face the whole time. So I was there for his emotional support, and yeah, that was a really special time for us. And he was just such a great guide and really kept us all together. As much as we kept ourselves together, he definitely, kept us, in a little unit that we had. And that was really awesome. And he could just hang with us. And, he was just a buddy for all of us to have there, Next I have Jeremy Liker. Love her, no, I like her. I got really close to Jeremy, and having brothers and everything in the military, I always love hearing from soldiers. I respect them so much, and I wish him a lot of luck while he's in the Army, and I thank him for being an awesome photographer for me the whole trip in Israel, because I forgot a camera. Silly me, but he was very patient with me, and I was a great photographer. Next I have Hannah, Miss Hannah. She was just such a fireball and so fun, and I got so close with her, and I always remember swearing and being super vulgar with her and just laughing and cracking up while we scared people. And if I'm not visiting her in Florida, she will be visiting me in Boston. Thank you very much. Next I have Nadav. Nadav, you were so sweet and so awesome to talk to, and I loved how you would just start dancing, whether there was music, no music, like anything, you would just make your own music. And Zorem, he taught me Zorem, which is just go with the flow, and in Hebrew, it's just, and we had, we've had lots of talks about traveling and like going all over the world, and I hope that we do it together. It'd be really fun. And next I have Ron. Ron, you were like the worst medic ever, but it's okay. I loved river rafting with him. I totally just took over his boat and then started just kind of took the reins on his boat while we were river rafting, and it was so fun. And he was the easiest guy to talk to, so down to earth, very open-minded, and just another great bud to have around. And I learned a lot from him too. Shahar, you are such a gentle soul, Mr. Shahar, and I loved that gentleness and that kind of sensitivity that you had, but it also made you it also gave you some kind of strength, just from being, such a gentle soul. And I'm really happy that we shared that moment in the desert when we sang the Shema, and you really taught me the deeper meaning of it. I'm really glad that we had that moment together. Next I have Court. Miss Court, you have great boobs. And you were just so bubbly and so excited all the time, so enthusiastic, and that's always awesome to be around, when people just, it definitely helped while we were in like the sweaty, gross weather. You were always just so peachy, and it was awesome. Next I have Amanda Porras. You make me feel like I'm not such a lightweight. I'm sorry, honey, but uh, it was awesome to see how, Amanda was just a cheap date, and it was awesome. And she would go from like this quiet, reserved girl that is just great to be around as is, to even funner to be around because she's just like a handful and you give her a glass of wine. But she was fantastic and very genuine, such a nice girl. And, just, but yeah, just very true to herself. And that's always nice to be around with girls. Next I have Elliot, Mr. Elliot. I'll always remember that you gave me a kiss on the forehead while we were leaving, and it was such an emotional time when we were coming back to America and we were on the tram, and you came up to me on the little shuttle, and you were like, this was my stop, and you gave me a kiss, and you're just like, love ya, see you soon, not a goodbye, see you soon. And that's really like what I think we all needed at the time, because it was such an emotional thing. So thank you for that, Mr. Next I have Ben Tillman. Dude, I love that you always speak your mind, whether people are like, oh, you're rude, nah, this, that, you always were very opinionated and had very strong sense of yourself, and that's so hard to find in people, and I respect you for it. Yeah, absolutely. And next I have Jess Gilbert. You were just such a funny girl to be around. Just, life of the party, very, very chill, down to earth, you could hang with anybody, and, I felt so comfortable around you, just, saying what was ever on my mind, or, having you tell me things, it was, we had, such a good connection. And, next I have Alec. Alec, you were such a big teddy bear, and you were so sweet, and just down for whatever, very, you had such a nice character to you, and yeah, just such a nice guy all around. Next I have Melissa Weinroth. You you have that Cali sunshine bottled up like in your heart and in your soul. You were just like emitting like that California happiness and sunshine all the time. I felt like I couldn't be in a bad mood around you. You were just always so sweet, and it was so genuine, and just awesome to be around. Next I have Matt Beletsky. You totally fooled me when I came to the airport. He told me that he was one of my guides, and I was giving him my passport, and I totally fell for the whole thing. And it was so funny, and I got to know his personality, like that. He was very outgoing, and just like fun to be around. And next I have Lior. Lior, as you all know, me and her got super close, and I totally consider her like a sister to me. And I think we really just had the same mind and same heart, and we really connected on a very deep level, and I don't think that we expected to connect that way so quickly. And I'm really happy that I met you. And next I have Bar. Bar, you are this little mousy, like, cute, adorable thing, and I just want to put you in my pocket and walk around with you all day, because you were just so sweet, and it was just lovely to be around you. And next I have Tanya. Tanya, you were so nice and so down to earth, and I'm glad that I got to meet you first. Meeting you and Callie and Matt, you were the first people I saw at JFK, and I just knew when I met you guys and how well we were vibing together, I just knew that this trip was, going to be amazing, and I was going to get close to a lot of people, so I'm glad that you were one of the first that I met. And Danny was, I didn't really get to know Danny as well, and I wish that I did, because, at first I thought you and Michelle were like brother and sister, and now I think everybody kind of thought that, but you were just so sweet, very nice, and, just always, just always very energized, and, I wish that we, like, got to hang out more, but, all around you were a great guy. And, next I have Emily. Emily, I think, she got best listener, she was always very quiet, woman of few words, and, I bet, she saw all of us, and, she was kind of the fly on the wall, and got to, see all of us as a whole and see our experiences as a whole. And I would love to borrow her mind for a minute just to, you know, really see what she got to take in, you know, just like from afar, as like, you know, at a distance. I think that she really saw like the magic between us happen. And I think that, you know, being on the outside of it, she saw, you know, she saw how wonderful we all were as a unit. And next I have Sophia, such a strong personality, Miss Sophia. And I feel like you were always, you know, leading the pack around, and not the whole pack, but I mean, you were always, you know, you know, you knew where you were going, and you were always, you know, had such a strong presence to you. That's, you know, the best way I can describe you. And next I have Paige. Paige, you were so sweet and, you know, shy and kind of quiet, but, you know, you could tell that Paige had her crazy side, and just, you know, could just, you know, was down for whatever, and just like, you know, she could just like, you know, you could go off with her and just like have fun, you know, doing whatever you did. And next I have Julia, my other Boston sister over there. I loved watching you whoop everybody running up those stairs. You know, you were totally the road runner going up those things, and I think you should totally like join the Olympics or something, because you would definitely take home gold. Next I have Danny and Sam. Danny was very Zoram, like I was telling you before, very go with the flow. And Sam was definitely just like hit the nail on the head, saying he had the best one-liners. You know, he would come out of nowhere and just say something about the situation at hand and just wrap it all up into one sentence, and it would be hilarious. And that's like totally one of the best funnies ever. Omer is next on my list, and Omer and I did get very close, and I think that, you know, he was like everybody's Buddha. You know, he was very captivating, and I think that he taught us all something, and I think that, you know, individually he taught us things, as well as a whole he taught us things, and I think that we should all, you know, remember what he taught us. And next I have Miriam, who was the one who made my little gift, and she made me the little airplane out of the safety instructions on the Austria airline thing, and so she kept me safe the whole time while I was in Israel, so good looking out, Miriam. Next I have Noah. Noah was, you know, always had your back, you know, totally a guy that, you know, stood by you no matter what, and, you know, was always there to talk to you, and him and I got really close, and, you know, you could say anything to him, and he would, you know, give you advice, or, you know, just, he was always just like a good guy to have around, for sure. And next is Edith. Edith was so very smart and had like a wisdom beyond her years, you know, talking to her. She was so intelligent, and that was, you know, that's always, you know, nice talking to, you know, with like an intelligent woman, especially one that's our age. You know, she was, you know, very, you know, so, you know, had so much knowledge, and, you know, could really converse very well with us, and I loved that. You know, it was so nice talking to her and learning from her. And next I have the other Ben. Ben and I had a fun time shopping together towards the end of the trip in Tel Aviv, and I was helping him buy his girlfriend all these little trinkets and stuff, and he was super patient with me while I was running around buying ridiculous things. He was such a good sport with me, so thank you for that. And next I have Yael. Yael, definitely best for last. You know, she was such a beautiful and wonderful tour guide, and I learned so much from her, and I was trying to jot down all the history that she taught us in my journal while we were, you know, running around everywhere. And I think that her, Wes, and Laura all helped us. You know, we would have had an amazing experience, you know, if we left to our own devices, but having them there, we really, I think, took away more of the history and culture that we couldn't have got had we, you know, been on this trip kind of on our own, kind of, you know, winging it by ourselves. You know, they really made this trip possible for us and made it that much more special, for sure. And of course I have to say thanks to Zev. You know, we love you, and we had to give it to him for, you know, getting us everywhere on time, getting us everywhere quick, and, you know, keeping us AC'd while we got on the bus on like super hot days. And that was awesome. He was always, you know, there for us, and I think that he also was kind of like Emily, seeing, you know, seeing the magic from an outside perspective and seeing us all become a family, you know, day by day. And yeah, so that's everybody. And I really think that we all found ourselves a home and a place that we belong in Israel. And I hope that no matter where life goes and no matter what country we're in or wherever we are in the world, that we all stay connected, and I know that we will all remember this experience, you know, throughout the years. I think that we'll all remember Birthright and, you know, the magic that happened while we were there. So I love all you guys. Sorry that this video is like super long, but you're all so beautiful and special to me, and yeah, I wish you all the best, and I will see you in New York when we win this reunion. Bye-bye.